Okay, so it's almost 1 o'clock here in the Pacific Northwest of Oregon where I'm at, and I've seen many reports already where the Chilcotin River has overtopped the landslide, and I have found a number of photos as well as some limited video to show this. So why don't we just start off where the last video began and ended. And yes, I'm adding a little of my own audio this time. Okay, let's go here, Ryan.
Look at the trees too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to break up soon.
Oh, look at she's going.
Oh, look, there's the trees.
The whole mountain's going. See that?
Oh yeah, look. Oh, look at that.
Wow. You see the bottom, the whole thing.
Oh, look at it. Look at it sliding down below.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
That's nuts.
Holy smoke!
Shit,
look at that.
Look, it's coming.
Look at it pushing. It's like an avalanche.
Yeah.
Look at coming down that little creek drop.
Wow. Jesus. That's another landslide.
Yeah, look at. Wow, it's still crumbling up there too.
Jeez, you're right there with the water.
Just look at that.
Well, listen to that.
The force behind it.
And look, it just keeps coming further down, eh?
Yeah.
Look at all that material.
Oh,
holy, look at that.
Look at that.
Amazing. Good.
Wow, that's wild. It's like thunder.
Yeah.
Look at all that shit sliding downhill.
Yeah. Now it keeps coming, keeps coming.
Holy smoke.
Looks like the whole valley is going there.
Yeah. Where's it gonna stop?
Wow, this is unreal.
Down in the creek down there, eh?
Yeah.
Way on the right-hand side of all the slide.
Oh yeah, it's just like, I never imagined I would ever see something like that. Look at.
All right, so there's a video of a slippage event that happened when a farmer drilled a well and it ended up expanding in the same manner. I'll find it and bring that into a future video, but this really reminds me of that same video. Like once you undermine the wall, that side tension on the material is gone and it's just going to let gravity take over at that point.
Oh, it's coming now.
And I think it's important for people to remember who don't live in the Pacific Northwest that all these little toothpick burnt trees that you're seeing, most of those are between 80 and 120 feet tall, to give you some scale.
Oh, the water. Can you hear the water dash? Listen to the water. See that whole fucking thing's coming.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus. Wow.
Look at that. It's coming right down that.
The whole thing is
Like you
going.
say, it's a whole nother slide.
Wow. Right down here. Jesus.
See it?
The whole thing started moving again.
Told you it's cool to see. But they did nothing like this yesterday. It's still moving.
It's moving.
And here we have a report from Tim Swanson showing that the water is cooking pretty good over the top of that dude. Yeah, it's flowing. It's a lot of sediment and debris in terms of rocks and boulders and sand and mud, in addition to all the water that will be flowing down. It's kind of like what they had in Montecito during the mudslides. This is not just a water event. And here Serena has a picture showing when it was starting to overtop. That's some of the first spillage here. It kind of about 6 o'clock now coming over. Looks like it was creeping down through that right side there. And this was reported 2 hours ago. So you can see that's started off a little smaller, but we're going to see here that this is going to get rolling. All right, we got a video here from Nathan Cullen. Here Serena has another really good photograph showing this, how it's really taken off now. It's widened out quite a lot, and boy, there's some real big like rubble and riffraff being pushed down there now. This is the dangerous part, well, like a really dangerous part of this. And here we have a picture from the Ice Queen, which shows that that thing is cranking. There's like rapids over the top of this now. Oh, that's incredible. There is a ranch downstream very close to this. I think it's called the Wineglass Ranch. And it's got, looks like about 4 buildings that are slightly above the river level. And we all want to cross our fingers and hope those folks have the good fortune of keeping their structures. And we can see here that 2 hours ago, the emergency alarms just went off to warn people downstream. There were a few hard-headed boaters out yesterday. And, you know, the thing is, even if you get through this, you're going to be sucking up so much debris in your engine through the water pump that cools it, that you're probably going to cause a blockage and some engine damage. I just can't imagine that, like, running a boat out in this stuff is a good idea. So 10:07 this morning, it started flowing over. And we have a video here from James Wheeler off of Facebook, I believe.
Yep, Roger. You can see as there's water flowing down the river channel now. I'm standing a little ways from the Starling, so if it keeps cutting out, that's why.
When I put a camera on that slide on a tripod and zoom it in, and
And right there's where it's flowing over.
So as the river continues to erode that through the middle, you're going to lose material, which is the backstop to material higher up. And as that goes away, it'll slide down further, and we'll probably see more landslides up higher like we did earlier.
And since my last video, it's flown over even faster.
These are huge trees, like 80 to 120 feet tall. That's a big lake. I mean, it looks like it's almost 100 feet over its normal depth in that area. I'm sure the scientists will tell us later. What a remarkable thing to get to witness in a lifetime. I mean, for centuries, this kind of thing has happened, and it looks like there's a lot of evidence within this valley and river system of many other future or past slides. You look at the topography and you can start to see it. All right, and it looks like British Columbia news here. Water starts spilling over the Chilcotin Dam, and it right almost before 10:30 this morning. So it's a pretty good picture of it before. I'll just kind of pause this and let you guys can pause the video to read it. So they did send out an emergency alert at 10:35 Pacific time. "25 kilometers, I think that's like 12 or 15 miles. A pulse of water to carry fallen logs, organic matter, and debris down the Chilcotin and the Fraser rivers." Yeah, the confluence of those two is going to be really interesting to have a look at down the road. You don't want to be in this. This is a grinder. Stay away from the banks on both waterways. Oh, so when it gets to the Fraser, it will go where it can, and if there's enough water coming down the Chilcotin, then it could actually push upstream into the Fraser. I agree with that. We saw some of that when the dam collapse happened down in California. Oroville Dam, and the pump house was getting water backfilled into it during that time. 21 meters. So that's about 60 feet. Wow. It's expected to rise at the Farwell Canyon Bridge. Wow, like 60 feet. Why would it not like take out a bridge? It's got to have enough material and height and inertia. That's scary. People can be trapped and without road access because bridges are taken out. Well, this is not good. Crazy. Yeah, so this is that ranch I was concerned about here. It's called the Wineglass Ranch. Looks like a nice, beautiful place. They've got some structures that are not going to be 60 feet above. It almost looks like there's a house there, and there's another building here, and several other buildings. Oh, there's about 6 or 8 buildings. Maybe a homestead there. Oh boy. Even if the water doesn't rise into those buildings, it could erode the banks, especially these outer banks. Well, I hope everything works out for those people. They don't lose their... It shows where the ranch is in relation to the slide. And then here's the Farewell Canyon Bridge down here somewhere. And then this would be the confluence of the Fraser River where they're saying it could back up into that river. So here's a picture taken this morning before the flow started. It looks like it was running down this side bit here. We saw some video of that. Very muddy. Wow. These look like some pictures showing the formation of the dam here when it first started. So that's a river on the top there where it normally flows. And then here's a satellite picture with the slide. This alfalfa field over here on the left side is a good point of reference for this. So yeah, let's just start there again. And so here's with it full of water, and you can see how it's really backed up and filled out. Clearly the banks are underwater. I mean, there's treetops that are submerged, so that's a lot of water. I mean, how do you submerge a 100-foot tree that's standing? There's a big scarf. I wouldn't be surprised that in a month or even next year that is 2 or 3 times bigger, especially after a wet season. Okay, here's another one that came up just recently. Look at the trees there on that left bank that are now underwater. It's showing how it's high, it's rising up. And you look at the wake around those, that's a lot of water moving. You know, if you were in the sailing community and you saw that in a harbor and you were trying to, like, get out of the harbor because this is an incoming tide, boy, that's too much to run your engine to work against. You'd probably wait until it let up, because that's a huge wake on the sides of those trees there. It's a lot of water coming down. And that little bit of dust, I think, is probably some microslides that are coming off the walls as this water's eroding. That canyon looks pretty deep already there on top. And here we can see just a little bit earlier that bank where we saw those big wakes on the side of the trees is not underwater. So this was earlier. And you can still see a lot of smoke there, which is really dust, particulates in the air from slides happening. Fascinating. Yeah, so this was about 7 minutes ago here on Graham's page. I'll give you a like, Graham. Here's some of his upstream pictures showing it before the water's going out. Now, it should be a line of like driftwood along the shores, kind of a bathtub ring I would expect after this drains out. Wow, this is a lot of water. Look at this. Serena's putting out a lot of really great pictures right now. That's crazy. It's cutting down pretty fast. That means we got to watch downstream what's going on. And we just got to watch this again because it's so amazing.
Look at the trees too.
It's like slow motion.
Oh, it's gotta break up
watching
soon.
calving isles in a
trees.
harbor on the face of a glacier.
See that?
Oh yeah, look.
And then you get disoriented.
Oh, look at that.
Because the
See the bottom of the whole
thing.
thing?
Oh, look at the sliding down below.
Oh, wow.
Holy smoke!
Shit,
Look at that.
Look, it's coming.
Look at it pushing. It's like an avalanche.
Yeah.
Look at coming down that little creek drop.
Wow. Jesus. That's another landslide.
Yeah, look at. Wow, it's still crumbling up there too.
Jesus, you're right time with the
People may remember this video from a long time ago in Norway when a very similar event happened, and you'll notice the slope on this is very low. I mean, if it was a roof pitch, it might be like a 1 in 12, a really flat. It doesn't take a lot of elevation to make things move. packs. Like, holy shit, look at that. It's sad and it's remarkable and awe-inspiring. And if you don't feel small and you need to respect nature at this moment, then you're probably feeling something different than me, I guess. This is nuts to see this kind of thing. And I feel an acorn swirling around. Of course, that land material is still moving underwater, but you can see it just because it's putting up bubbles, and you're getting not dust, but you're getting particulates. It's adding turbidity is the word to the water, which is like you can't see through it. A lot of particles, it's turbidity. A scuba diving term that we're familiar with. So there's more slippage happening, and then so there's a little tsunami happening on the top there. So it all equalizes. See? More landslides are coming to that area. Alright, so this is one of my favorite slides from about, I guess, 5 years ago.
Stay here. Alright, kill the engine. We kill the engine. Watch that. Ago. 5 minutes ago, we were there. We would have been wiped out 5 minutes ago. Okay, just stop it right here. It's still coming down.
Well, I can't find that video that I want to show. I'll keep looking, but let's just end this one here where we started, in awe.
Wow, I never experienced
Look at the trees too.
that.
Oh, it's gotta break up. Oh, it's gotta break up soon.
Oh, look at she's going.
Oh, look, there's the trees.
The whole mountain's going. See that?
Oh yeah, look.
You see
Oh,
it?
look at that.
Wow. You see the bottom, the whole thing.
Oh, look at it. Look at it sliding down below.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
These guys are just too good in their commentary.
Holy smoke! Look at that.
Look, it's coming.
Look at it pushing. It's like an avalanche.
Yeah.
Look at coming down that little creek drop.
Wow. Jesus. That's another landslide. Man.
Yeah, look at. Wow, it's still crumbling up there too.
Jeez, you're here right time in the morning.
Well, listen to that.
The force behind it.
And look, it just keeps coming further down, eh?
Yeah.
Look at all that material.
Oh,
holy, look at that.
Look at that.
Wow.
Wow, that's wild. It's like thunder. Look at all that shit sliding downhill.
Yeah.
So, based on seeing that footage, and I think it was from the early 70s, it was a cove that had some farms at the base, and little wide kind of flat areas There's little big structure mountains, wide flat areas where there were about 6 or 8 farms, and then a short little cliff, and then kind of a harbor, a U-shaped harbor. Well, one of the farmers decided to excavate and move some material around on his farm, and when he did, by moving the material out, it destabilized the walls, and it literally unzipped the entire valley. And I mean the entire valley. It kind of started about a 1 o'clock position on the clock, and then it just spread out like a cancer in both directions along the rim of that horseshoe area. And they were lucky to get people on the opposite bank out in time, because it just unzipped literally so fast. It was incredibly quick. So I kind of think that with the river carrying away this material down below this scene, that we could see a lot more of this upper mountain just literally totally unzip.
Now it keeps coming, keeps coming.
Holy smokes.
Looks like the whole valley is going out.
Yeah. Where's it gonna stop?
Wow, this is unreal.
And look at all the shit coming down in the creek down there, eh?
Yeah.
Way on the right-hand side of all the slide.
Oh yeah, it's just like, I never imagined I will ever see something like that. Look at how it's coming now.
Now right there you can see some of that dust in the air, just like we've seen where the river was flowing, and that's a sign that you got material moving around creating dust and turbidity.
Oh, the
Wow,
water. Can
look
you hear
at
the water,
that.
Dash? Listen to the water. See, that whole fucking thing's coming.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus. Wow.
Look at that. It's coming right down that.
The whole thing is
Like you
going.
say, it's a whole nother slide.
Wow.
All right, so last little bit of a shot here before I end this video because it's getting too long. We take a look at what Peter's got posted here. This is showing the water up there ready to come over. And then this one is really kind of interesting here. It's carved a pretty deep channel through there already. So that tells you there's an enormous amount of material that has been moved downstream in the last hour. I mean, really a lot of material in the last hour. And I imagine a good bit of this will continue in, the following and upcoming weeks and months to continue for a long time. But it looks like, it's going to get this flow out and cut a deep channel through there and be done, really. So the worst of the big parts are going to be over. But that's a big wake on those trees. Yeah. This is just fascinating. I just love this kind of stuff. It looks like a Grand Canyon there. But the flow has settled down. All right. Hey, I want to thank everybody for watching my first video series, and I hope this one lives up to it as well. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your support, really.